Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello guys, this is the Commander Fox YouTube channel here, and
this is where the fun begins.
Okay, now we're gonna be going over Phasma. Phasma is a character, something else really. For like, if I'm going like against, like I'm playing 20v20, I want to use Blaster Inspection for me and my allies. There is no escape for like that extra shock. The extra shock radius, they stay in longer, and safety first. That is pretty good. Or if I want to use like her like more health, like you could use not hard enough for like damage reduction for like HEV. Actually, I think I may change that. Yeah, I think I'll change that. I think I'll use that instead. For like that'll probably save me way more than that droid can. General Grievous. My setup is pretty basic with him. I keep his setup the same. I never change it for any game mode. I use Beating Heart. He gets more health generation, so pretty much about more health that you lost, you can gain back. Sith Trained. He deals 30% more damage. No, 30 plus more damage lightsaber swing, so he can one hit 150 health opponents. 150 health opponents, but he drains more stamina. And of course, line up weaklings, so he can one hit 150 health opponents. That's very good. Very good combination for him. Of course, you want to be playing Grievous with like spamming abilities and like getting quick one hits with lightsabers, so you don't want to be relying on stamina. So that's why I rely on Sith Trained. And Kenobi. He's kind of situational, really. I wouldn't really I always stick to like GA. In GA, I always stick to Jedi Resilience, Give It All, and Forward. That's such a good combination. I would recommend you guys try that out. But if we're playing GA, I would take all these off. I would put Perfect Defense. I would put Think It Over. Actually, no, yeah, I'll keep Jedi Resilience on. Actually, yeah, I'd use that for HEV only. I wouldn't really use that anything else. It's just not really that good. For Dooku really just stays the same. If I'm playing like Hero Showdown, I wanna always have Masterful Duelist on. But anything else really, I'm playing like 20v20, like GA. I'm playing like Sith Control. Always have that health generation card. It will help you out so much. You have last seconds. He gets his lightning stun very, very quicker. 4 more second delay rate. That is like one of his best abilities besides Duelist. And he has balanced Duelist. Reduced cooldown. That is very good for his powerful attack, and he swings very fast. For Anakin is a little situational. If we're playing like 20v20, you want to be using massive strikes, raw strength, and control the force. That's easily the best star card setup for Anakin. It really depends on you. If you can trust yourself to get kills with his lightsaber, you could use Steamroll, but you gotta keep in mind it won't one hit enemies. In HEV, I would use tenacious attraction and raw strength for that bonus damage or for the heroic might. Or if you want lightsaber damage, just swap off raw strength for massive strikes. Yeah, but I just keep it simple with his heroic might star cards. They're just too nice. For BBA, I haven't really played much of the droids to talk about them, but I guess I'll include them. Yeah. For their health regeneration, you always want to use the health regeneration, especially on the droids, because even though they're small to hit, these things can die pretty quickly with the spam swingers. You got those Vaders. Oh yeah, that's very bad. That's very bad. For his second star card, I'd really recommend Whirlwind. There's no reason why not to use that. And spared batteries, that's also very good. His shock pod deals more damage every 3 enemies defeated. Very good. For like, if we're talking about HVV, I just stay the same. There's really no. I'd take off spared batteries and put on like a head first for that bonus damage against blockers. That's all I really change. And for BB9E, yeah, he's kind of something. He's really not that good. Of course, you want to be using full reconstruction for his increased health regeneration. He gets 100 plus health. He can regain back. Linked systems. Every 4 successful enemies stuns, he gets bonus damage. That's all you have to do is just shoot him once. No, shock them once, and you'll get damage build up here and there. It's not that hard to get with him. And swift power. So pretty much the charge up is reduced. It's back to support. That is such a good ability. It gives your teammates abilities quicker. Heroes heals them 5 HP a second while it's active. Very good ability. If you're playing a map like knockdowns, I'd keep swift power. I'd take off linked systems. I'd take link systems off. I'd put on spin me around, and that's it really. For your swift power, you're gonna want for your team. If you're playing BB9 and HEV, you want to be a team player really. And yeah, that's it. I guess I could show Hero Starfighters as well. I don't play that game mode really. Yeah, they're all level 1. That's level 2 somehow. I guess I played him a couple. That's level 2. He's pretty fun. You guys really don't care about this though, so there's really no point, but I'll go over it. Yoda. Yeah. This thing, I don't know who that is. And Iden. There's really no point in me going over this because I don't know any like star cards or anything good. I don't play that game mode. And for the enforcers, for the reinforcements and the vehicles, I just always stick to like health cards for enforcers and aerials. Like you just want any reinforcement that can get health back pretty quickly is very good. I just use survivalist, enforcer training, and battle hardened. That's just pretty simple. And for the aerial, it's pretty much the same thing. I'd use aerial training, battle hardened, and survivalist. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, reinforcements with health back is just good. For the infiltrator, I'd use desperation. Desperation, interrogation, and acquisition. Those are pretty good. Very good. You got stuff for the sword, you got stuff for the melee strikes they have a larger spot radius. desperation, your abilities, recharge times, like every kill that like we get like a ability recharge time reduction. It's pretty good. And you got this. You got this. Enemies dealing damage to you will be temporarily marked for either retaliation. This is pretty much just spot duration. And now for the armor class, you really don't really switch these up. I just use repair systems, fast recharge. I use fast recharge, and I use reinforced hull. I really don't play armor at all. Speeder bike. To be honest, the only reason these armors are up because I was using these to ruin Anarchy's games. Because I know he hates speeder bikes and he hates ATSTs, the most balanced vehicle in the game. 100% guys. ATST is the most balanced vehicle in the game. So for the speeder bike, I use cooling systems. I use speeder offense upgrade, and I use reinforced hull. For artillery, you clearly can't put star cards on those, so there's no point. For the fighters, I haven't really found my setup. I'd probably just use a fighter defense upgrade. I'd use fighter weapon systems, and yeah, I'd use reinforced hull. That just looks good on paper. You have like defensive, and you have like better main ability. The main ability on some of the starfighters are very broken, especially the Naboo cruisers. For the interceptor, I'd use for the interceptors, I guess you want to play them like very, I don't know, what do you want to say? I guess you want to play them like very agile, so I guess you could use elite pilot. I don't really play these as much, so I don't really know. Yeah, you definitely want to use advanced capacitors. That is definitely a little annoying for strafe. That is definitely toxic for strafing. And you want to use you want to use tuned lasers for sure. That increases your weapon damage by 10%. That is like 100%. That's probably gonna kill a hero right there. For the bombers, I don't really play these much. Obviously, you want to use the reinforced hull. Reinforced hull. You want to use bomber weapon systems. You want to use engine upgrade. You go faster in the bombers. That's very good because they're very slow. These are just my personal opinions, cause I don't really play these much, so I can't give you like a full like level 41 guide on them, cause I don't play these at all. The only reason my interceptor, fighter, speeder and armor are up because I was using them to kill Anarchy. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. There will be more Anarchy content maybe tomorrow if I can get some good gameplay or some toxic clips. And yeah, comment if you did not like my Pepega talk. You can make fun of my talking in the comment section. And yeah, hope you enjoy.